Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Pride Month! We have 3 Pride themed decks here, but don't worry, you don't have to be a specific way to resonate with this reading. I'm just celebrating because I'm queer and it's our month. So, we have 3 piles, and we're going to ask the question, who is coming into your life at this moment? Love is in the air. I can feel it. Oh, I'm so excited to get started. So, pile 1 is the Honey and Lavender Tarot. We have this beautiful piece of amethyst. Pile 2 here is the Love is Love deck with this citrine cluster. And pile 3 is our Rainbow Tarot with this beautiful piece of blue calcite. So, if you're new to my channel, or if you've never done this before, you're going to close your eyes, drop down into your body, and take a deep breath. And then when you open your eyes, choose the pile that either pops out to you first or best resonates with your energy. And then once you've selected your pile, I will see you on the other side. Hi Pile 1 and welcome to your reading. So we're going to do a couple of cool things today. First, I'm going to pull a card from, I believe this is the Red Rose Tarot, Final Rose, to sort of check in with your energy. And this is a way you'll know if this pile is for you. Or if you were drawn to it, there might be a specific message in there for you anyway. Then we're going to take a look at who this person is, what sign they might be, how you will meet them, what they want to say to you, and any other juicy details we might need to know. So let's just check in with you, my pile ones. How are you feeling? How are we feeling about love lately? Ooh. We have the Queen of Rings for our first card here. It says, have a fun day, love, mom. The single mom. So this could be your energy that you're currently in. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you are divorced. Maybe you're together with your person and you're about to have a renaissance of sorts in your love life. I sense that you are sort of a hopeless romantic. You're a very loving person. You're nurturing. You give a lot of yourself to somebody. So for those of you who resonate with the divorce, you're trying to call in that partner that will nurture you. That's what I see for you here. So let me shuffle some of these things around and see who this person is. Okay. So let's draw a couple of cards here from this Who Is It deck. Let's see what we get. We have short. This might be you, or this might be the person you're calling in here. Super interesting. This person might have pink hair for some of you. This person might like to walk a lot. This person might be into music, into garage bands, or is low-key fashionable. And I am getting that you will meet this person this summer. We have beard here. Maybe Renaissance Festival I'm feeling for some of you. I feel like this person is very pensive, they're thoughtful, they might even be a poet, they might be a woodworker, they might make something with their hands. They might be into Celtic lore, Viking lore, have a secret mystical side to them like you. Ooh. And we have muscular. I don't get the sense that this person works out at the gym a lot or is like, what do they call them? Gym rats. I just feel like this person is sort of naturally fit. Athletic, you might say. And then we also have brunette on the bottom. That is, may or may not resonate. I'm curious about the archetype of this person you're calling in. So I want to pull a card here, and then we will look at how you will meet. This person could be very good at mathematics or business. And I'm sensing here with the scales, this person might be a Libra, but they are somebody who has a really good, healthy sense of self-worth. And this is something that I feel like you might be giving too much or have given too much to the wrong people in the past. This person will not take more from you than is necessary. They are not somebody who's looking for someone to be their mother. And before you bulk, this does happen in a lot of relationships. It's like, oh, thank God somebody else is going to do everything. I'll just let them take over. And it creates a serious imbalance in a lot of relationships. We have apples, so you might meet, or your first date might be in an apple orchard. You'll go apple picking, or you might meet at a farmer's market. But either way, I think this person is involved. They have some kind of business. They have some kind of external endeavor that they're concerned with at this time. Let me just roll these for us and see what we get. We have the number 10. I don't know if that resonates with you. We have Aquarius. And is that Mercury, Venus? I may have to check on that sign. Somebody tell me in the comments. But yes, Aquarius. This person is an eclectic thinker. They're a deep thinker, and they always have ideas. So this romance could potentially be very fresh and spicy in the bedroom. So let me know before I move on here as to how you will meet this person. If you like this reading, if it resonates, drop a comment below or hit that like or subscribe button. It helps me get seen here. And we'll move on. How will you meet this person? I love it. Ooh. We have the Nine of Wands. Interesting, right? The Nine of Wands here is traditionally a card of strife. And you can see this knight is tired. He feels defeated, like he's lost some sort of a battle. So to be honest, I feel like this person might be going through some kind of a breakup or divorce too. We have the Queen of Wands here. And how interesting, because this is the Queen of Rings, which I believe might be fire in that deck. Don't quote me on it. I do sense that this person is looking for, again, like the Queen of Wands is business savvy. Somebody that doesn't support them domestically necessarily, but supports them creatively, fuels their ideas, helps them with inventory, is sort of the muscle behind the machine here. They're looking for, in some cases, a partner in crime or somebody that they can do this business with. And then, oh, look at all these cards that want to speak to me. We have the Fool in reverse. And we have the Eight of Wands. So this person is coming in fast. You may know this person already. Maybe you know of them because there was a venture, like this person is a risk taker in a healthy way. And maybe something didn't work out, but they're landing on their feet. Traditionally, the Queen of Wands has a cat somewhere. I don't see that in this deck, but this is definitely somebody with big, lofty goals and dreams. You might meet them at a craft night. You might meet them at a seminar, at a talk of some kind. This person is not somebody that stays defeated for long, but I do sort of feel like the last person they were with was relatively unsupportive of how unique they were. So you're a much better match here. Okay. Now I want to move on to what this person wants to say to you. It's a little woo because, of course, maybe we haven't met them yet, or maybe we have. But I'm just curious here. We have, I feel sometimes you deserve so much better than me. So for some of you, this might be somebody that you previously had a situation with. Somebody that perhaps had to go and fail at some sort of endeavor before they could come back and not say you were right necessarily, but just regroup and get regrounded. Maybe they want to put down roots this time for some of those people. But for others, I feel like it's very interesting. Both of you may have a self-worth wound, and this can manifest in different ways. So for you, maybe you have a little bit of an inferiority complex, and you say to yourself, I will never be the main character in my story. I will always be the supporting role. So like, why even try, right? And maybe this person has a little bit of a superiority complex where they're like, I need to build up my business and the facade sort of around me so that nobody can see just how weak or vulnerable I feel. And I feel like it has the potential to be toxic, but the cards are sort of indicating that when you guys get together, there will be a lot of healing. And this person is somebody who will be willing to share their emotions with you. So let's just wrap up the reading short and sweet. If you resonate with this and you want to know more about this person, check out my links below. I have a sensual messages from your person, especially if this is somebody that you feel like you have met before or dated before. And it's an 18 plus spicy read as well, so that's always fun. All right. Yeah, look at this. We have mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, and inner wounds. So this situation, relationship, whether it's for right now or the long term, is coming into your life so that you both can heal. And I feel like it's going to be so gentle, pile one. And I feel like that's why I chose the honey and lavender tarot. It's going to feel like you're melting into what you always wanted from your former partner. It's going to feel soft. It's not going to feel jarring. You're not going to have massive fights and yell at each other. You are two people that have figured out how to converse and express yourselves. It's just about building up that self-confidence, and I think you can do this together. With the 10, we have endings and beginnings here. So I see you both meeting each other when you end a relationship, or at least you're both ready to begin a new one. And I think that both of you will fall in love with each other through the eyes of the other person and recognize where you are great, and also where there is some work, but that feeling of feeling truly and deeply celebratory for who you are is the main takeaway of this relationship. You're going to feel seen for the first time, I think, in a long time, if ever. So that is what I have for you, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please let me know in the comments below, as well as if you want me to read for whatever. Twin flames, exes, some spiritual stuff. I'm open to everything. So find a way to connect with me, and I'll see you next time for the next reading. Hi, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of different things today. I'm going to pull a card right now for your energy. This is a great way to check in and figure out if this is your pile. But of course, there may be a message here for you, so stay to the end. Then I'm going to pull some cards on who this person is, their archetype, maybe what their sign is, as well as other things that you need to know and what they want to say to you. And then we'll use the tarot to see how you will meet. Okay? So let's start This is going to be the final Rose Tarot, which is based off of The Bachelor, if that resonates out there with anybody. So let's just see where you are at and how you feel about love. Interesting. We have the 10 of Rings, hometowns. So I get a couple of different energies from this. It sort of feels like you're waiting to get married for some of you, and for others, like you haven't left town, or this person coming in will be somebody from your hometown or like somebody familiar. Tens are endings and beginnings. So you might be ready to open your door to a new kind of relationship. Maybe you're a homeowner and you've sort of solidified your space and who you are, and now you're like, I need to bring somebody into it. But there's this kind of comfy, secure, grounded energy from you in this. Yeah. All right. Let me look at who is coming in for you at the moment. Ooh. I have never gotten this card before. We have Mole. How interesting. Okay. We also see this person could be somebody who is interested in play or like art. We have makeup here. I'm just going to remove this. Maybe somebody a little unconventional. I am picking up on that artist vibe. Somebody that is like a thespian or a makeup artist, or and I also get the intensity of the eyes, so maybe Scorpio. Yeah. What else? Oh, interesting. We have same height as you. In the last reading, we had short. So that's really interesting that Spirit is trying to completely specify height here. I mean, is height still important to people in 2026? Comment below if you have serious preferences here. I've dated both people who are taller than me and shorter, and I'm 5'2", so I don't know, it makes no difference. But all right. And we got this one for the last one, muscular. And I'm going to say that this person is just naturally athletic, but I do sense that with this person, there's a little bit more vanity involved. So I do think, unlike pile one, your person likes to work out at the gym. They could be like a go-go dancer or a professional dancer. I guess both are professional in their own way, but I meant like ballet or something. They could do Cirque du Soleil. Yeah, I'm getting the circus arts from this person. Interesting. And on the bottom, we have redhead. This is so crazy. The last one, we had brunette on the bottom. A very interesting, specific things that Spirit is choosing to. Your person could have like been somebody you knew from school, like high school, and went off and joined the circus or something and came back and is like touring through town, or just coming back to see their parents, and this is how you'll meet. I don't know. Okay, here's the archetype. We have the archetype of the scholar, investigation, and research. I feel like your person is a very detail-oriented person. I also feel like they are secret. They're like a secret writer, just because we have all of this stuff here. They could be into astrology, honestly. I think this is somebody who digs into the esoteric sometimes. I think this is somebody who loves history. I think this is someone who reads murder mystery novels or is interested in playing the detective. Maybe they like crime shows. Yeah, they love to learn. So we have Sagittarius energy might be a part of this. Yeah, and maybe Gemini. Gemini loves to learn too, but I do also get that they have multiple different interests here. So it's kind of master of none energy, but in the best way. Like they can talk on any subject. Okay, we're off to a good start. Let's look at the dice. We had 10 for the last reading as well. We have Aries here, and we have Mars, I believe. Somebody let me know in the comments. So there's something very fiery about this person. This is the type of person that I feel like would definitely do it when they're like sad, mad, happy, somebody died, somebody was born. Like they're very virile and sensually charged, I would say. And I have a reading about this actually. So if this resonates with you and you want to book a personal reading, in my links below are sensual messages from your person. So if you know who this is or you want to know more, pop into that reading when we finish here. I'm sure there will be more messages there for you. Okay. I want to know what this person wants to say. No, let's see how you guys are going to meet. Yes, I think we've seen enough about who they are. Let's see how you guys are going to meet. Interesting. We have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. I might have to move up some cards here. Oh my goodness. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the 3 of Wands. Let's see, can you see all this? Yeah, okay. So the Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Wands. So we have a lot of Pentacles here. I feel like this person is interested in growing something. I want to say like you're going to meet at the bank or like something to do with finances. And then we have this 3 of Wands, which is creative energy. So maybe you're spending money on a show. Maybe you are attending their show. Maybe you are taking an art class of some kind, as we do have the artist drawing something here. I'm going to turn this one around. This is a very interesting card. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who comes in with a message, but slow and steady. He represents the earth signs. And this person is riding some kind of seahorse, I think. It's almost like an Aquaman vibe. Let's clarify this. I'm getting some interesting energies from here. What does this mean? How are you guys going to meet? Or when? We do have the 8s. We have the 3s. Passion. Insane chemistry sparks, having fun, equal interest, burning desire. I am so sorry, pile 2. Your reading cut out. And I'm going to leave the cards that I drew here and just talk about them. So basically, we left off on where you're going to meet. I really feel like, because we have so much art here, your person probably has a secret artistic side or a secret writing side, like we talked about before, and you are just going to get this impetus to go take a class. It's like, I haven't sketched in a while. Or maybe it's just a fun thing to do. I saw this thing on Instagram. I'm going to do it. It could be like a poetry class or an artist accountability, writing accountability meetup, something like this. And that person is going to be there. That is how you're going to reconnect. If you don't see them at one of their shows, of course. Passion corresponds with Aries for sure. And that Mars component here. So there's going to be insane chemistry. You are going to see sparks fly, realize that you have equal interest and a burning desire for each other. It's like you lock eyes and it's all over. You're going to meet them at a very interesting point in their life. And this is where hometown comes into play. They're coming back to this town after having maybe toured across the world or lived in a couple of different places. And they're sort of in this in-between stage, right? Look at this card. It reminds us in some cases of the Justice card, but Two of Swords represents a choice. So it's like, do I want to put down roots or do I want to continue my nomadic lifestyle? And I think the beautiful thing about this connection for you, pile 2, whether it's for right now or for the long term, is that you guys stabilize each other. You, if you have a home or if you've been in your town for a long time, sort of give this person some grounding reassurance that you can come home, essentially. And this other person is going to give you that sort of worldly perspective. And maybe you have it already. You can be somebody who loves, again, to learn. Maybe you read or find different ways to self-educate. And this is going to be another one of these equal interests that you guys have together. So I think this is a really beautiful friendship at the very least. Certainly there's passion here. You guys could make excellent lovers. But as for the future, what this person decides to do with this, that's sort of the unknown. So if you're really interested, pop over to the description box and we'll take a look at some of my readings to see the future of this connection. But their emotions for you are really deep. Maybe you've, again, like had a relationship before, or you at least knew them as a childhood friend, and that's sort of a comfort and security that gets sparked for this person in their many journeys, something that they really want to return to. So I don't think that this person is going to treat you poorly or just like wham bam, thank you ma'am. I also see that if they decide to leave after they spend some time at home, they will continue communicating with you and you can deepen your relationship over texts or phone calls, shared mutual interests, and you'll be able to keep in touch. So that is what I see for you and who is coming into your life, pile 2. If this made some type of sense, you really enjoyed this reading, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Take a look at my links below, and I will see you next time for the next reading. Hi, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Rainbow Tarot and this beautiful piece of blue calcite, which is incidentally a very healing stone. So we're going to do a couple of things today, and I apologize if you've chosen a pile before and you've got to hear my spiel again, but we're going to pull a card first to check in with your energy. This is a great way to see if this pile is for you, basically. But I caution you to stay to the end. There might be a message for you regardless. So we're going to do that, and then we are going to pull a couple cards to see who this person is, what their archetype is, what their sign might be. We'll use the tarot to see how you guys will meet, and then pull a couple of different cards to see what else you might need to know about them. So if this sounds good to you, hit that like button for me. All right. Let's check in with your energy, pile 3. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about love in general? And we have number 21, the Fans. Now, this deck is based off of The Bachelor, so that might resonate for some of you. And it's a number 3, so there's creation energy here. It's kind of giving me 3 of Cups, to be honest. These 3 girls have gotten together to watch their favorite show. They want to gossip. They want to shoot the shit, sort of, about what's going on. So I feel like you are somebody who has a really stable support system, good friendships. You're surrounded by people who you really feel like get you. But I'm also getting that sometimes it feels like maybe if you're single especially, like all of you are in the same place. And sometimes you wonder, and this is just for some of you, if your people aren't holding you back, sort of like a misery loves company type thing. But that's only, you'll know if that's for you. So the fans kind of has this dual meaning of like, are my relationships competitive or are they truly supportive? And how are my friends going to feel about this new person? But I definitely feel like you're open to meeting somebody new. And let's just take a look at who this new person coming into your life will be. Oh my goodness. We've had some wild cards come out. So we have skin condition. That's so random. Okay. This person could be female for some of you. Take that as it resonates. Or have a very sensual feminine energy. Yeah, look. Busty chest. I do sense this person is a spiritual person. They might be into yoga. They may have studied meditation. Just sort of interested in sort of the mainstream esoteric stuff. And we have medium skin tone. Maybe this is somebody who comes from a different country, somebody that you'll meet in a city, somebody who is culturally different from you in a way. And definitely that allure is a part of this. I feel like this person could be a dancer. Maybe they do burlesque. Pile 2 was a performer as well. And this is so wild. We have a white-gray hair. All of the piles on the bottom of this deck today have had a hair color. It's so interesting, right? So I'm also getting that this person could be older than you or has lived through an experience that turned their hair white, essentially, whether that's sort of cancer or some kind of an autoimmune disease or just like a very stressful situation. Yes. Okay. So let me see what kind of archetype this person is. And this is very important because this will tell us a lot about their personality. We have the twins. I am definitely getting twin flame energy from this. This person could be a Gemini. This person could really like Asian art. This person could be from Japan. This person could be into martial arts or Buddhism, something like this. And we have self-protection and dual natures. So, yes, I feel like this person probably dated a narcissist in the past. They sort of lean into enlightenment practices to heal and try to find more self-assurance. And I think that they're sort of in the energy of protecting themselves from things. And it's very interesting that I talked about competition here because I've been reading this book called The Courage to be Disliked, which is all about Alfred Adler's philosophy. And essentially, it postulates the question whether the universe is a friendly or hostile place. And if you've experienced a lot of stuff that makes you feel like enemies are around every corner, you're not going to see people with camaraderie. You're not going to see them as comrades. You will start to see them as potential enemies. And so I think that it's kind of a question of which wolf do we feed? Because we have the capacity to look at people as if they're going to support us and look at people as if they're going to destroy us. And I think your person is trying to come out of that energy now and find love. So we just went super deep here, but for those of you who follow me, I tend to do that. Okay, I like this. Let's just see how you will meet. And we'll grab some more information and what they want to say to you and all this stuff. Ooh, before I do that, let me just roll the dice here. More insight. Okay, so we have the moon. We have the number 4. And I do believe that's Libra. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like your person is definitely looking for balance. I feel like they're spending a lot of time thinking and going within with the moon. And 4s are representatives of stability. So they really want to find this in themselves. They realize from all of their practices, you can't find that as easily in the external world, especially if you believe danger lurks around every corner, because no matter what you amass, it can be taken away. That's the philosophy here. The reality, I think, is we're here to play. So everything that you have, it's sort of this idea of non-attachment, like love it to the full extent while you have it, because either us or that thing will cease to exist at some point. But don't be afraid of owning things, and don't be afraid of getting too attached. Enjoy the human experience, but at the same time, keep that center and don't let it derail you. This is giving me huge twin flame vibes. This is a very, very spiritual connection, and I almost feel like either you're ready for this connection, or the people around you, like you're living sort of this parallel life to the life that is waiting for you. So how are you going to meet this person? We have the 10 of Swords here in reverse. So I do think you're going to meet this person, again, like they've had major heartbreak. They felt very defeated. I feel like they were with somebody who took a lot of their confidence. And now they're ready for that true love that's based in divineness, being able to support and see somebody for who they are and what they want, and not feel like their wins are your losses. I think that's really what this person learned from their past relationship, and I definitely feel like this is probably my pile. And then we have the King of Swords in reverse here. So it's kind of an esoteric meaning. Let's see, on the bottom we have the 9 of Wands. It's sort of a cycle that needs to end, right? Like, I feel like your person is ready, and maybe you are ready. I don't know anything about your history here. I'm going to draw a few more cards because I sort of feel like, tell me more about this King of Swords. Like, this was that person. Like, maybe this person needs to be divorced or fully heal the wounds from this King of Swords in reverse, who, you know, in the upright position would have been a fair and egalitarian partner, but was arrogant, was making unilateral decisions, was being very cold and unemotional. Yeah, we have coffin. For some people, this person has died and they're grieving. So it's like, there's more here. New beginnings, liberation, reborn and transition, and tragic endings. This is very interesting. This isn't telling me where you'll meet, how you'll meet. I mean, I do see like animals here, so it could be like the zoo or a cat cafe. This is vaguely reminiscent of a beach. You could meet at a funeral. I don't know. But I think the more esoteric meaning here is you are going to meet when this person is ready. If you believe in twin flames, you will, or you believe that there's been somebody out there calling to you, or since you've been little, you were meant for a specific kind of person. This is the person that's trying to get in touch with you, you know? We have Butterfly Garden here. I feel like you will meet in a place that feels otherworldly and dreamy. It's going to be like a situation, I think, that with anybody else would feel very ordinary. And with this person, it's going to feel magical. And you know, a lot of twin flames are light workers. We have come here to heal the planet and heal people in some way. So this person could be somebody that you do not expect. This could be a same-sex relationship. This could be a different type of person than you normally go for. Like I said, it could be a different country or cultural background. It will challenge you, speaking from my own experience. We have, I crave to be close to your side. So if this person could say anything to you, that is what they would say. They are really struggling and really challenging themselves to get over this hurdle. And I think, honestly, the way through it, especially if you resonate, since twins are mirrors and you might resonate with this, is just to accept it. Whatever you're going through, whether that's a panic disorder or a situation that just seems like there's no light. I'm going to be careful about how I say this, but if you've gotten to the point where you've tried to do everything differently and nothing is really actually working and changing the situation, I would say maybe the thing that's missing is just to accept the situation and say, yeah, this person really screwed me over. It did a number of my self-esteem. I'm not okay. I don't feel safe. And I think from that point, we can start to rebuild when we're really honest with how we feel. I've been overcompensating in this way. I am actually seeking this, and this is the real thing that's behind it, you know? We will attract the most real and raw and honest part of ourselves in return. So yeah, you're in this moment of creation. You are trying to find that balance between these dual natures within, between all the yin and yang aspects of life. And it feels delicious, this energy. It feels hopeful. It feels optimistic. This is your forever partner. So again, you sit back and you enjoy the ride and you accept that something good will find you. So I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please give me a like and a subscribe if you did, and check my readings down below. I have a Is This My Twin Flame reading. I also have a Sensual Messages from Your Person. So if you want to know what this person wants to say to you in a spicy manner, check out that reading on Etsy. It's really good. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time for the next reading. Let me know in the comments if it resonated below, as well as if you want me to read for something else. All right? Okay, guys. Thank you so much. See you next time.